Hey, Coach. We've got Coach Barber. Coach Barber, you sitting here. Okay, Mr. Cunningham, you sitting here. Cam, you're going to be right here. And Keenan on this side. And when you're speaking to the mic.
I'm sorry.
When you're speaking to the mic, guys, make sure you speak into the mic real good, okay? Are we about ready here? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Midfield High School. They're in the Class 3A state finals. A tremendous game, Coach, a tremendous win against a tremendous team.
Yes, sir.
So if you will, just make any opening comments, and then we're going to open it up for questions.
First of all, I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior for giving us the strength to play this game. Shouts out to Holly Pond. You know, they did well. But we knew coming into the game what type of team they were. We've watched them on film, and we knew who the key players were. And we knew they were very confident after reading the Coleman Times, so we knew they were going to come in here and play. Shouts out to my guys, too, though, for playing hard and withstanding every run they made.
Questions for Coach or players?
Coach, you knew both teams wanted to play that up-tempo style. So what were the elements? What were the things you guys felt like you really had to do well today?
We had to play midfield basketball, and that's nothing towards them. We've seen everything this year. We've seen all type of defense. We've seen all type of players. So we knew we would do the things that we were supposed to do, play defense, key in on Cahoon and Drew and Bailey. We would be fine. But a couple times, you know, they made big shots. We got out of position on defense, but that's a part of the game.
Other questions?
Coach, you talked about basketball being a game of runs. You were able to withstand a couple of runs that Holly Pond made. What did you tell your team throughout those runs?
We knew they were going to make runs. We said that the whole game. We knew they weren't a slouch. They're number 2 for a reason. But again, we've seen it all, and we've been through some things. So we knew to keep our composure and just follow our game plan.
Other questions?
For all the players, can you guys just address getting back to the championship game? I know this is every team starts out the season wanting to win a state championship, but now you guys are just one win away. What's the emotion like? Because it wasn't like you guys didn't exactly celebrate like you just won the Final Four. So you just talk about the emotion of getting back to the title game. Keenan?
I feel like we're excited, but then again, it's an expectation. That's what we play for. We play to get to the big stage and win it. So it was an expectation. That's what we want.
Cam, you want to answer that too?
Getting back. We got to finish this time. We're not really excited about winning the Final Four.
Amen.
We trying to do bigger things and get a ring.
Amen.
What about you, Shy?
I would say it's like a casualty, but it's not at the same time because this is our main focus to go. And we know, like, we can make it to this point. It's just finishing it throughout to go and win the state championship.
Other questions for players or coach? Well, Coach, looks like we in the finals. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you all, too.
That's
Thank
a big
you all.
ring, Coach.
Thank you all. Hopefully I can put it on the mantle.
Congratulations, guys. Great game. That was a fun game, wasn't it, guys? I think y'all thrive in those kinds of games. Are those glow in the dark ties up front? Are those glow in the dark? No, sir. Good game. Good game. Whoa, you okay? I thought I was the only one who could do that. I about broke my leg yesterday. There was a chair sitting back behind the radio folks. And I reached over and I whacked it. You have it? Oh, okay. See what I hit? Look right there. Man, I whacked it good. My lawyer's been checking it out. Bush, when they get in, let's shut the door. Guys, we got Dawson sitting here. We've got Coach Morris right here, Bailey and Drew over here. Guys, congratulations on a really tremendous basketball game and season as well. Y'all can score points so fast.
It's not let up of them today.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Coach Mitch Morris, Holly Pond Broncos. Their team just played a tremendous basketball game here, a tremendous season. Coach, make any comments you want to make, and then we're going to open up for questions. Congratulations, guys.
We knew coming into today that it was going to be a challenge, and it was going to be a struggle for us. We knew the size that they was going to bring, and not only the size, but how good they are. Now, they're good players, I give our guys a ton of credit. There was a couple times in the ball game that we could have just hung our head and just let midfield just have it, but we kept fighting, kept clawing and making shots, and playing a lot like what we've been doing. We just come up short with it tonight. But anyway, super season, love these guys to death.
Question for Coach or players? Got one, Jay?
You talked to me a lot before this week started about all the problems they present to you. What do you feel like the size and the rebounding ultimately was the difference in the game?
Yes, sir. We had a hard time, if we missed, getting anything. They chewed up the boards on us. And just their physical size, and not so much their height, but those big body guys, hard to get around. But they were good free throw shooters. We not that we was looking to foul them that much, but it happened that way, and they kept making their shots down the line. But that was the biggest thing, was their size. That was a concern to me going into this game.
Questions for players or coach?
Sorry, I'm new with this. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Just ask any question. Anybody you want.
So you knew coming in it was going to be a really tough game, and your seniors, your whole team just never gave up. And how much does this team mean to you, and what do you hope for the team moving forward without these seniors?
Oh, it's going to. Well, I've got 8 seniors. These are just 3 represented. I've got 8 of them on my team, and that's the most I've ever had on a team. And they are very, very special. Not just basketball players, but they are really, really good young men. I mean, if I had another daughter, I wouldn't mind any of them marrying any one of these guys. They're that special. They do what they are supposed to do in the classroom, out in our community, and then they do what they need to on the floor. They're going to be sorely missed, and there's a lot of these that we just can't replace. We just hope we can get some guys that will step up and play as well as them.
Question for players.
Drew, I know I talked to you about this, but all 3 seniors, I asked if you'd be disappointed, obviously, if you lost, but can you still, at this point, look back at the great game you played and the great season you had, or is it going to take some time?
I think it's going to take some time for sure. I mean, right now I don't really feel like it's over, but I mean, I give God the glory for this season. These guys I've been around. I mean, I wouldn't be on any team. I mean, I've had a great season, great ride, and I just want to thank our coaches and teammates for sure. I mean, it's just going to be very tough to get over for sure.
Either you other seniors want to address that?
Yeah, it's pretty real right now for me. This is my last game in a Holly Pond jersey, and I know these guys have got bigger and better things going on. But, we played all throughout our years together, so it's going to be difficult leaving. But we all got bigger things to move forward to. So.
Okay. Other questions? Bailey, is something you need to say?
I really can't talk right now.
Okay. Other questions for the players or the coach? Other questions? I got one. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I mean, the turnovers pretty much played a key in the game tonight. How much were you wanting to do that coming into the game?
Well, I knew we could not turn the ball over a whole lot and still have a chance on this, and looked like we had 21, which is a lot more than we normally play, but we hurt ourselves in several spots in that ball game, letting them get off some runs with our turnovers. But we was able to get past that and still make some plays and still have put us in a pretty good spot to try to make a run. But they just made too many shots. It was just too good for us on down the line.
Coach, you were down by 17, and then boom, fast as you could blink an eye, right. You were only down by 6.
Right.
And that's just how does a team do that against such a great team as you just played? Because y'all played a lot of great teams this year.
We have. These guys are competitors. They want to win. It doesn't matter what they're playing or where they're playing at. They want to win first. And I remember we were down 17. I said, all right, guys, we can hang our head down or we can step up and fight and make something out of this. And we was able to make some plays, get some steals, got a few stops, knocked down some shots, and we put ourselves back into that. I think we kept pressure on midfield to keep playing, and in which, you know, as it turned out, it was. But I give these guys credit. We had a couple of runs that way. That
You
kept
did it
us
again in the fourth quarter.
Yes, sir. You know, that's just a testament of these guys on how hard they've worked, and they didn't want this thing to end, and they wasn't satisfied with just being here. They was playing to win. We just came up short today.
20 years from now, what is this team going to mean to you?
Probably more than what they mean to me now, because I will, once they step away from our program, then I will probably be looking back at how special these guys were. And not a team that I will easily forget. They've been special to me in our program for a long time.
Drew, can I ask you the same question? 20 years from now, what's this team going to mean to you, do you think?
I mean, it's going to mean everything to me. I mean, we're basically family. Everybody on that team, to me, is like brothers. So I think that we'll look back on this, and I think we'll be aggravated we come up short, but we can look back on all the memories we had for sure and just cherish them.
Other questions? If not, Coach, congratulations. Y'all gave us one of our great moments in the state tournament. That was a tremendous.
Thank you.
Tremendous. That's the way the game's supposed to be played.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.